Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We are in the kitchen with Dan McDonald, all the way in Hawaii, his hometown, and we are making a heal all juice. I'm so excited. I actually called Dan the other day because I had my blood work done in LA, and although it was good, my kidneys were good, my skin was good, a bunch of things were good. They said the blood is better than what they typically see. They said my liver did need a bit of work. So I said, Dan, what should I do? And he said, this juice is great. So this is probably good not only for the liver, for other things too, right?
Well, you know, the body is just one thing. You know what I mean?
True.
So it's just you're either kind of saturating or
Yeah.
you're releasing.
Yeah.
But there's no really staying still. And I think it's just important to go through periods where you do, you know, clean out a bit once a year or whatever. And everyone's going to have a different, you know, a vision of what that is. Some of us are a little more crazy with our water fasting and things like that. But, you know, if we really want to do this raw food regeneration road, we're going to bring in a lot of juices. And then I told you that, you know, for the liver, well, I was just talking to Lou yesterday, and this is what he was doing. He told me this story, how he changed his blood. And he was using these
'Cause I want to have the best blood.
6 times a day.
Yeah,
And I was just going to say to you to do it 3 times a day, just as you're preparing yourself for the water fasting.
Yeah.
But just taking a detox juice like this, or the lemon ginger blast, or whatever you can get your hands on, and then blasting the, you know, 8 of these 3 times a day to clean up and get yourself, you know, get your liver cleansed out. You go really low fat or no fat.
See, that's what I was thinking, because I eat like pretty high fat. Do you think that could be affecting
I
my
eat
liver?
high fat too, clean, healthy fat.
Yeah.
But just over time, the liver just gets clogged up, and it's filtering everything. And you're traveling, and you're going here, you're going there. Your food isn't like absolutely pristine, and no one's is. And so the liver is just constantly filtering everything. So even if you have the best diet in the world, you know, the liver is just overworked in a very toxic world. If you're aware of the subtle nuances of this being sprayed and this new wax coating with all kinds of chemicals in it, and the hormones in your meat, and the, you know, the preservatives in your processed food, and the pesticides on your organic food.
Yeah, so basically probably everyone could use some cleansing, right? Or at least adding in these juices, right?
Taking time at a certain point to do a week or 3 weeks, you can make it a lifestyle, sort of, but you want to live too. So there's no one size fits all. But if you're really messed up and you've got a disease and you're getting like a diagnosis, then you've got to get up and do something.
Yeah.
The rest of us can go
but still,
through
some
life.
people still don't, even when something happens, right? But that's what you should do. Yeah. But, and like, don't wait for those things, right?
No.
We don't have to wait for something bad to happen. Like, you know, it's like right now, nothing's really wrong with my liver, right? But I want,
that's it.
I want perfect blood. I want my liver perfect, right? Especially as I get older. I'm 42. I want like perfect organs.
Health can be a hobby.
Yeah.
And it can also be a career. And since you have that opportunity,
Yeah.
you can be like, hey, everyone, I'm on a juice cleanse.
Yeah.
And you can use that. And you can be, hey, everyone, I'm on a water fast. And you can make your detox and regeneration lifestyle part of your career. Not everyone can do that.
True.
They're like, I'm at this crappy office job. And that's the thing. If you have a job that sucks and you're in a relationship that sucks, your food is and your body and your health is going to reflect that. So it takes a lot of courage, you know, to eat really, really well, to detox yourself, because you're going to wake up and be more clearer, and you're going to have to listen to the subtle calls of the spirit as opposed to the conditioning of the ego. You know, grandpa did this furniture business, dad did the furniture business, and now I'm obligated to do the furniture business, although I hate furniture.
No, I think it's huge. We follow what's in our soul and our passion, our purpose, you know.
And waking up to that can be hard.
Yeah.
Because you might be like, oh, I've got 3 kids with a dude that I absolutely cannot stand because of some arranged marriage, or because we had one night and got pregnant, then got married, and I hate this guy. And you got to wake up and figure out how you're going to extricate yourself from like toxicity, toxic relationships. I'm not saying, you know, that's...
No, but it's
some things can be salvaged, some things cannot. You know, how like your boss is probably not going to change for you. You know, you might need to
Yeah.
change your life to fit your thing. And so all of that fits in, but the physical detoxification is going to bring up a lot of stuff, and then you're going to have to process. And that's why detox of not only the physical body, which makes it more of an instrument of the divine purpose, which then all the things that we are attached to are going to come up to be relinquished, which you can see the subconscious like clings to it like that. And to be a true God person, you have to see the subtle clinging that it does to hold you down. As you say, I can release. You have to work it through your meditation to really have the courage to say, I am willing to let that go. Even the things that are good that are attachments. That's very subtle.
True, that's a good point.
But we want to have, it's our heart. We want to have a free heart and a free spirit. And usually the people with the most freest hearts are have the more simpler lives. Not that a king or an emperor can't be a chosen one of God, but it's much harder.
Were you, okay, I'm going to show them a couple more ingredients, but dandelion greens are going to go in next. But were
Ingredients.
you always this spiritual, like before the raw foods? Would you be this connected and spiritual if you were eating like cheeseburgers and stuff?
You know, I don't think so. I
Yeah.
had a crazy experience when I was 4 years old outside of my preschool. They had an Ernie and Bert puppet bust talking about the light of Jesus. And I was, neither one of my parents, my mom was a dancer.
Yeah.
You know, guess which kind? Sorry,
Yeah.
Mom. And my dad was like
Yeah.
dealing drugs to the Pink Floyd and
Yeah.
to all the rock concerts and stuff, jars of pills and bags
Yeah.
of weed. Sorry, Dad. You know, so
but-
there was no Jesus. But when they were
Yeah.
talking about Jesus on the bus,
Yeah.
I was like, I walked up to the Ernie and Bert puppet. They were like, the light of Jesus. And I
Yeah.
was like, I want that.
Yeah.
4 years old. Like,
Wow.
my
You
first,
remember that?
yeah, that's my first conscious experience in this
Wow.
life. Because I blocked out my childhood majorly.
You did? Yeah.
But I remember that because I walked up to the Ernie and Bert and I was like, I want that. And the Ernie and Bert, they were like, you'll have to wait till the end of the show. Because all the other kids and parents on this long bus were like,
Yeah.
hey, dude, like you're messing up the puppet show. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I want the Jesus.
Yeah.
I want the light of Jesus.
Little 4-year-old Dan.
And,
well,
and then they said, you'll have to wait till the end of the show. And then I was like, no, I want that right now.
Yeah.
So the Ernie and Bert were like, I heard the puppeteers, I remember, you know, and they were,
Yeah.
and then they go, okay, well, we'll pray for you right now. And then that was it. Dear Jesus, come into this boy's heart. And then
Really?
the
Wow.
reason why everybody else OD'd and I didn't end up in prison was because Jesus had me messing up just enough.
yeah.
I mean, I went to prison, but
Yeah.
not for a long time. I got caught for the little things and not the
Yeah.
big things. Otherwise, I'd still be in there.
Imagine, that's no way to live. Imagine being
No.
in prison. I can't even.
I was divinely protected, and then I saw that. And then Tavis has been the one to convince me that you had to go through all this so you could be the DTM.
Yeah.
Because he's like, Lou didn't go through that. I didn't go through that.
Yeah.
You're going to reach out to all the fentanyl addicts and be like, hey, drink your juice and you can
Yeah.
be like me. Oh, you know,
We've
you can
helped a
be
lot of
sober.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like now the spirituality, this was just a part of the truth. Like what you
Yeah.
eat.
Yeah, it's part
And
of
it
it.
cleans up your temple, and then
Yeah.
you start asking for more truth. And the truth will truly set you free. Not this arbitrary, like, well, you mean like raw vegan, right, Dan? And everyone else is losers, you know? It's like, no, I'm talking
No.
about beyond the beyond your mind, totally to the highest levels of like the nothingness of everything. And it's just perfect, brilliant stillness. And it's just a love that can never die.
Wow.
And a light that is lightless. And it's impossible to describe, but it's the real truth. And then you don't need to judge anyone. Then you're like,
No.
okay, I'm stuck
Yeah.
in this thing.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take care of it, because if I don't, I'm depressed and sluggish
Right?
and hurt. And so as long as I'm going to be stuck in this thing,
Yeah, I want to be my best.
I
right?
want it to work.
Yeah.
And then because it's not the body, that thing's gonna be gone. But it's an instrument to realize the divine now on this earth. So the people are always talking about ascension, ascension. I'm like, descension. Come to reality and serve and love others now. Like, why don't you come down to earth and do good to the people now? Help the person change their tire, feed the hungry, help the homeless, help the sick.
Think how I can
be
serve.
kind.
Yeah.
In a real way. That's the
Yeah.
true ascension.
That is
That's
true.
That's what
No
I
matter how
want
you're
to
eating.
do
True.
it.
True.
God is watching me.
Yeah.
And you are getting exactly what you put out.
Yeah.
So if you want to be at ease, you better make other people
It's
at
crazy.
ease.
Yeah, even maybe with the thoughts you put out, right? Okay, I'm adding
100%.
fennel. I just want to let you guys know, so far we've put carrots. We had some celery we put in before in the other batch. So carrots, celery in this juice, and fennel so far. And then I'm going to add also some apple, beets, what else? Lemon, ginger.
Did we
Yeah.
describe the recipe already in this video?
Not fully. That's what I was trying to describe
Okay, so
for them.
let me do that now then.
Yeah, let's describe for them too.
And I'll say, yeah.
It's good. I
Is
just
it
tried
rolling?
it before this. It is so good, you guys.
So the recipe is carrot, apple, beet, celery, cucumber, lemon, fennel, ginger, dandelion, and that's it.
Yeah, okay. It's a nice juice.
And you can't mess it up.
no.
You got to figure out your own ratios. Like, yes, I could tell you an
Yeah.
exact thing if that's what you want to do. If anything, you go heavier on the apples, and you can't lose with
Yeah.
the flavor that way.
And you told them cucumber, right? Because we didn't have
Oh,
cucumber. Cucumber
she said cucumber. Yeah,
and celery, because we
So-
don't have that here. But yeah.
add that in.
Yeah. No, this is a really good juice. I tried it
I
just
try to
before.
do it before.
And okay, we were just talking about the thoughts we think affecting like what comes back to us. And what did you say about how like even thinking a negative thought affects even our body, right? In a negative way.
Yeah, so like we tend to think that like there is like a slow boomeranging effect with our thoughts, but there's also the instant. And it's the instant ones are more of an effect. Like if you think a negative thought, it instantly affects your physiology.
And your strength, right?
Yes.
Like Lou did this test with me in LA where he like said words and he pulled really strong. And then the words that were negative, like I was weaker and I lost strength. But the words like love, joy, peace, like I had so much strength. And then when I said like hate or like I was weaker.
Yeah.
So it's like crazy, like those things like literally weaken us, right?
Yeah, there's
Over
those,
time probably weaken our organs.
there's the fields of energy of those words that are either test strong
yeah.
and make your nervous system strong, and then or there's
Yeah.
the words that make your and concepts and fields of energy and consciousness that make your nervous system go weak.
Yeah.
So
Crazy. So you make efforts to like
Being
keep your thoughts
positive.
really positive and optimistic and
which
happy.
you can do through the spiritual path as you more and more realize the infinite instead of like judging everything with the pleasant and the unpleasant, because they create each other. But so you can even be joyful within the unpleasant, and then soon nothing bothers you anymore. It's getting better and better for me as like if there's any kind of negativity from people and stuff, it just instantaneously bounces off. I just don't even go there. I'm sure I'm not perfect, but I've noticed that I've gotten a lot better when people yell at me and stuff. I just don't even, it flinches a lot less. Like the last few times it's happened, there was no flinching.
That's
at all,
good. That's good.
which is big for me because I'm normally like this defensive
I
dude
get
that wants to
defensive
fight.
sometimes too.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell that person what I think, give them a piece of my mind, and it's just not even worth it anymore to go into the negativity.
No, it's not worth it.
Pretty good little juicer.
Yeah, I might start making this. Yeah, this juice
Oh,
is
this
good.
is great juice.
Yeah, no, I'm excited.
Great juice. And there's more. The super simplified version is just carrot, apple, beet,
Yeah.
cucumber, lemon, and ginger.
Yeah.
That's the cleaner and even actually tastes better. But I like the fennel for the lungs and the lymph. And I like the dandelions to really hit the liver.
I've heard those are so healthy.
They pull, the dandelions are really astringent and pull the gunk
Really?
out.
Yeah.
Like the lemon softens it up, the apples soften it up. The beets and the carrots kind of feed and nourish the liver. The ginger, kind of gives you that circulation. So it's all well thought out. And then the minerals in the celery are kind of like very conductive.
The salt's in there,
The
right? Yeah.
cucumber has like
So good.
beauty minerals. So it's like beauty, detox, health.
True. So many things.
And then with the beets and the carrots and all the colors and the ginger, it's like internal makeup is what this juice is.
Yeah.
It's like, that's what fruits and vegetables are, is makeup for your insides that then shows up on the outside.
Yeah. And you're looking good. You're 50 or 51, right?
50, yeah.
Yeah, you look so good, Dan.
I feel pretty good.
More importantly, like you feel good, right? You have a lot of energy, I can tell. No health problems, right? Like everything's good.
No.
Yeah.
I have some stuff I'm still working on for sure. But it goes all the way back to the very beginning.
Yeah, because you've been through a lot.
Yeah, my childhood was not that great, and my family genetics and the passing on of like energetic karma and stuff, and that's what I'm really working on right now, is at the deeper levels, and then mostly just enlightenment, if for lack of a better way, self-realization, and just really anchoring into the permanent, as opposed to getting so sucked into the temporary.
Yeah.
Of just like being so bothered by the things that happen in the life, whatever taxes or relationship goes bad or
because there's always going to be
financial
bad things
worries
happening too, right? It's like,
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? You're by yourself, everyone hates you, you're living in a cardboard box in the woods.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's not that bad. It's actually pretty cool. Let's have fun. You can kind of have fun no matter how crappy it gets.
have you ever done that? Have you
fun.
ever like gone out to live in the woods?
Oh,
You know,
hell
some people
yeah.
have been like 40 days naked outside.
Oh,
like,
hell
have you
yeah.
ever done that? You have?
I just did it last summer, like actually as a matter of fact. No, it was about 11 months ago. It wasn't quite a year yet. I went out and did a 10-day wilderness fast.
Really?
No phone, no
No
people.
way.
Took
Whoa.
my clothes off,
What?
just slept on the ground,
Wow.
drank out of the river.
In Hawaii?
No, I went to my old stomping grounds
Yeah.
in the Olympic National Park in Washington.
Wow.
And I did see
10
a couple
days.
park rangers.
Oh, yeah?
It was getting off the social media that was the best.
Yeah.
I fast all the time.
That's good, yeah.
But it was when there was no phone. That's when I had the great awakening
Yeah.
of like, oh my God, these phones are
Yeah.
making us stupid.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's crazy now.
But I'm also aware that I earn a living. I'm also aware that I have helped people.
If you didn't, like if this wasn't part of your living, would you be offline, you think? Like off of it all? Because I can see why if some people aren't content creators, I can see why maybe just not being on it, right?
It's weird because just like everything else in this entire world, it's a double-edged sword. Because I mean, you know, you Dr. Morse videos or even you know, some of the podcasts from Huberman or whatever with good information that's like, oh, if I sleep, that'd be good for me, you know, and, or the coffee stuff or just information.
Yeah.
But you have to be very intentional these days because it's designed to suck you in and keep you there in dum-dum land. And then 3 hours later you go, oops, what have I done with my day? So you got to be very on point.
You
and
do.
the scrolling is just...
No, like I interviewed AJ this morning because he did, he's been off social media for 500 days.
Nice.
He said that his income literally tripled getting off social media. Crazy,
And
right?
that's
Because
'cause
you're
of
just not
his-
wasting all that time.
yeah.
He was spending 25 hours a week on Instagram.
But a lot of things now are technologically based.
Yeah, true.
So I don't think there's going to be any black and white answers.
Yeah, good
to
point.
Any of this.
Good point.
Because
you're right.
Imagine the banking or the Venmo. Hey,
Yeah.
PayPal me and we'll do a consult. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot of good there.
True.
Knife is just a knife.
Yeah.
The phone is just a phone, and it's up to us to be aware of what their intentions are as big tech and what our intentions can be as content creators and consumers, because there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, I listen to a lot of semen retention stuff. I listen to Ramana Maharshi, Nisargadatta Maharaj.
Yeah, I agree. The information online is amazing these days. And we wouldn't have had that without everybody being connected online, right?
Certain stuff, it's okay. So there's certain things that are just like, not really being expressed. You want to
These
really
colors,
pleasant.
they look so
when it's
beautiful.
more,
Everything together. And we put down this black towel because these beets make a mess, you guys. So with this recipe, you add coconut water too, right?
Yeah, just as much to, you know, whatever, add a whole box, and then you can get more for your money with the ingredients, and it does make it more absorbable.
Okay. Yeah, we made, that's a lot of juice.
Well, I wanted to make sure that we were, you know, really doing it. Now it's the real deal.
Wow,
Everyone's
this looks
gonna get
good,
their
you guys.
little
I'm so excited.
So
And you guys,
stack.
Skye is raw vegan. You've seen her. She's one of my close friends in these
Take
videos.
a
And
stack.
AJ's on 10 days raw
Hands are
vegan.
wet.
He's the guy who quit social media for
10
500 days.
raw vegan.
Or is it not?
Wow.
Is it a fraud?
No.
Joking.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
All of this?
Can you take enzymes?
I haven't, but aren't they supposed to help me? Someone like me?
Oh,
You're so
more than
cute,
anybody
Skye.
else.
I wish I
Yeah.
sounded like you. Everything
These-
sounds so
if-
bubbly and nice with
These
the
are
accent.
for you more than anybody
Am I supposed
else.
to take
Yeah,
the
should I
enzymes?
take that many?
Yes.
Yeah, Lou
Okay.
takes like 20.
Okay. we'll
Oh,
see
dude,
what
I
happens.
I'll just take a couple. I'll take
I had a whole
few.
bag of these in 3
If
days.
you need these though, you save them. 'Cause
Yeah.
If
No,
you're
I
low
got-
on stock.
Look, I'll show
Are
you.
you sure, Dan?
No, I got the whole.
We're
I
I'm
just
doing
got.
it.
like supercharged.
I just got a whole new one.
Okay, you sure? Well, thanks.
Wow.
Pick
Yeah,
a
baby.
juice. Let's get it in.
Wow, this looks so good. Okay.
Yeah, man. So you take your Livezyme, and then we'll take the herbal blood.
This
So-
is so delicious. Cheers.
One extremism to another.
No, it's just like you used to take this many pills from doctors and now it's enzymes. Your life changes.
This is a lot.
If
This looks like a parasite killer.
oh, that's what that is. Parasite.
Is that going to be?
fungus,
I've never
mold,
had
yeast.
these, so I wonder if I take this many, if that's too much.
I'll
Take
if
two.
you've never taken
because
them,
I haven't had them, and
Yeah,
I'm sensitive
I'll
with all the black walnut, with all the.
just take a couple then. Yeah,
I
I know
might-
you've done it a million times. He's lived off this stuff.
Lou had me doing 80 of these when I started
80 at a time.
with one juice. Yeah.
Did you notice a difference?
Oh yeah,
Wow.
10 of these 3 times a day.
Well, we're gonna go enjoy this juice. This is magnificent. Thank you for showing us this recipe and for your time.
We made
and
way
for-
more than we thought.
Yeah, this is.
needed.
Oh, yeah. Wow, we have all that.
I just wanted to
Ashley
make sure that
Yeah.
there was enough.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
Can
it's
I ask
good,
what's
right?
in it?
Yeah, what's in it again? Give a
Okay.
recap if that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this time, in fact, where's the pen and paper? I'm gonna write it down this time. And
I
we'll-
can't find my pen here.
We don't have a pen.
No.
Where did you?
No, you want me to put it into my phone? Let me have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put it in my phone. Just
And
give
then
me
you
one
have
sec.
it for later
then
on
I
and
have
you-
it for
right,
below
okay.
and stuff. Okay, so what is in it again?
So we're just gonna go from top to bottom again. We're going carrot. We're going apple. We're going beets. Ginger. Lemon. Celery. Cucumber. Fennel. Dandelion greens. Coconut water.
Nice recipe, right?
That is incredible. That is
Yeah,
incredible.
that's
We got
it.
everything
Lemon,
else?
yeah, we got everything. Carrot, apple, beets,
Yeah.
ginger, lemon, celery, cucumber, fennel, dandelion greens, coconut water. So yeah, that's everything.
Good, right?
I love it.
What a vibe. Look at the color.
Well, cheers, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. We have a podcast coming with Dan as well, and Skye and AJ. So I'll try link them below if they're already posted. If not, subscribe for those. Grab a Nama if you want. I'll put the link down below. Let's get juicing, eating more plants. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.